So let's talk about the 2023 movie Sisu, which just came out. I saw this on a Monday mystery movie. I kind of knew it was going to be Sisu based on the release dates. You can kind of guess what the mystery movies are going to be. And seeing this movie made me very happy because it wasn't like a bad movie. Sometimes they put these very trite, boring movies like that movie Toni Collette was in, which, don't get me wrong, I like Toni Collette and everything, but that whole movie was just awful. And you could tell they're putting some movies out because they know no one's going to see them. And then they're putting movies out because they think, well, let's give it a shot. And this happened to be a very good movie that I could tell it's going to be very hard to market. It's a Finnish action period movie set during World War II. It is so entertaining, though. And honestly, if this went into wide release, like this didn't go into wide release, I don't think anyone saw it. And it went on to DVD very quickly. But this really could be a great movie. I honestly do wish more people saw it. It had everything people want from an action movie. It was very streamlined, very straightforward. It's 90 minutes, and it's pure action, pure fun, very Tarantino-esque, like direct to the point while also being stylish. And I just was really impressed by it, so I want to break down what made it good. So let's talk about how to make an insanely entertaining period war film. Sisu is a Finnish action movie that harkens back to the simplicity and pure enjoyment of the action cinema that once dominated before the rise of superhero films. The film follows a basic good versus evil storyline, devoid of complex messages or convoluted world building, which works to its advantage. The plot of Sisu revolves around a silent protagonist, a gold prospector, a man of few words but great determination who embarks on a mission to confront and defeat a group of Nazis after they steal his gold and leave him for dead near the end of World War II. The movie doesn't delve deeply into extensive character motivations or elaborate backstory, but rather presents a straightforward narrative of justice and retribution. They gradually reveal who this guy is, what his history is. Like, you don't want to mess with this guy. He's the angel of death. You know how many men he's killed? But they do that gradually. And, that's all you need. You just need to slowly reveal that through the story. And it works perfectly. One of the refreshing aspects of Sisu is the portrayal of the female characters, too. Rather than reducing them to mere stereotypes or objectifying them for the sake of the movie, the film presents them as strong, empowered individuals who band together to combat evil. And the representation is, as capable and active participants in the fight against Nazis is commendable, and it isn't just used for virtual signaling. It's well equipped into the story, with great action scenes that are surprising and subvert plot expectations, such as the climax where, spoiler alert if you haven't seen this movie, there is a great scene where the entire truck full of women, which has been set up at the beginning, shows up and they're given machine guns, and then it's a payoff where they come and they obliterate the Nazis. So it isn't like, oh, here are the women and, women are powerful too. It works because it's fit right into the story. It isn't like these Marvel movies where they give them lines and, people hate that because it just feels like no one would really say that. This is just a really great, well-paced movie with great characters, and it even has, a strong female character who's in this, and it doesn't have to be so obvious. Like, she is the de facto leader of these band of kidnapped women that the Nazis have, and, when they're sending women to go test the minefield in one scene, she is the one who says, I'll go, I'll do it, and that's all you need. You don't need this stupid speech. Like, plenty of movies do that, but Sisu is just such a great, simple movie, and that's one thing that I really did like about it. In an era where, complex world-building and intricate narratives often dominate the cinematic landscape, this movie stands out for its simplicity, and it has its quiet moments, and mostly it's just this quest for gold where you introduce the antagonistic Nazis and establish the group of prisoners who will eventually aid the protagonist. It pays it off perfectly. The film also has really stylish cinematography, and, coupled with its concise runtime, it contributes to its delightful and fast-paced nature. The R-rated, near-slapstick comedy of watching Nazis being brutally dispatched, adds an element of dark humor that heightens the enjoyment. I mean, I saw this at a packed theater and everyone was laughing. There's a lot of great scenes where the Nazis think they have this guy cornered, but he pulls something out of his pocket and he obliterates them, and it's great. It's, like, perfect how you can blend action, comedy, and also, it's not really drama, but it has a kind of serious, straightforward plot, too. It's just a remarkable action movie, and I overall really enjoyed it, so I highly recommend watching this. It's on TV now. You could probably check it out streaming. I was so happy I saw it in a theater because it was a perfect movie to see with an audience, but it was very fun, and I highly recommend Sisu if you have not seen it, so check it out.